AJ here. This is coming out September 1st, 2023. It's the Halloween scene from Technique Junkies and Happy Halloween stamp. And I wanted to make a video when I use it for the very first time so you can kind of travel along with my thinking on creating a scenic kind of card. So this video is just a little bit longer than normal. I try to keep them short, but if you'll bear with me, if you'll hang in there, throughout the video you'll get to see my cat Princess Allie, you'll get to see Willie, and you'll get to see our 13-year-old dog Junior. They all kind of make a quick little appearance. And at the end of the video, I will share my discount code with you that you can write down and save and use it anytime you're shopping at techniquejunkies.com. And just a reminder, the 1st of the month through the 8th of the month, when they have a new release, it's always 15% off automatically. So if you use my discount code, that'll be on other rubber stamps that were released in the past or on products that you buy, okay? All right, let's do this. Okay, while I'm thinking out loud, I thought I would show you what papers I have. I have a piece of glossy cardstock. Kind of looks like photo paper. The brand I use is called Chromacoat, but there are other brands of glossy cardstock. And it is cut down a 1/4 inch smaller than this piece, which would make it 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so that's where I'm starting. You wouldn't have to do that yourself. You could just start with a piece of glossy cardstock, and then you could just mat it from when you're finished. And like I mentioned, we're going to play with these. And I thought I'd show you all these little parts and pieces. And this is my first time to play with them. I did ink up a couple. I was playing around with whether I was going to use archival ink or a water-based ink like Memento. That matters when you're working on glossy cardstock because, for example, if I use my archival black inks, then after those dry, I can use my water-based tombow markers to color them. And if you have questions, more detailed questions about inks or problems with black ink smearing, put those questions in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer those. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, we've got the Happy Halloween, and these are all my little parts and pieces from the Halloween scene kit. So I'm going to set out my little ghosties here. I got my moon, my haunted house, my spider web, my graveyard, and my bats. Here's my bats and my kitty cat. So I have to decide if I want to do a card portrait or landscape. I think I'll do it landscape. That'll give me more room. And I think what I'll do, so I am going to create a sky. So I think I want to use kind of yellow and blue, make it kind of eerie, a dark blue. These are finger daubers, in case you haven't used these before. Little sponge tips. They actually come white. And they were in this little holder when I purchased them, so now I just keep them in there, and they sometimes still have some color left on them. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out some of my Distress Oxide inks that are in pads. Another thing you could do, I want to give you options. If you have Distress inks or Distress Oxide, either one, in the refills, you could use that with your finger daubers also. Just want to throw that option out there. So what I first want to do is I want to create an eerie sky. That's how my mind was going today, okay? So I'm going to turn it this way. I think I'm going to do a little bit of yellow. I'm thinking of a spooky night. I'm going to do a little bit of blue. I'm thinking about purple. think about that purple. Okay. So I'm just going to pull in some color from the edges, and what I'm thinking is this is going to be the night sky. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do quite yet with this. I'm just kind of starting out with your basic Halloween spooky idea. Let's put a little bit of blue in there. Just add a little bit of purple in here. I'm going to use, you can't see it because I've got a little handle on here, but this is archival ink, black archival ink. Let's kind of set these here. Let's see what we're going to do. There's the moon and the clouds. Okay. Do I want to put my house here? Or do I want to put it up high like it's up on a hill? I might put it up high like it's up on a hill. And I'll kind of draw this out a little bit to extend it like it's up on a hill. Maybe we'll put the little tombstones right in here. We'll put the cat down here. The cat's a little bit bigger, so it'll be like it's closer to us and the house is further away. So we'll do that. And the tombstones, I like that. We'll put those a little bit, maybe up higher. I'll make a hill here. We'll make the hill kind of go up like these are in the distance. Okay. I have black archival ink, and let's see, I've got, this is Pebble Beach archival. So if you have a light tan ink, you could use like a tan, some kind of a brown or a tan. I will, okay, I'm just going to stamp these in this tan because I want them to be kind of like they're in the distance. Let me think, do I want this in the front? Yeah. I was thinking about my moon. Did I want it in front of my moon? I thought, yeah, of course I do. Okay. Oops. How'd that kitty cat hair get on there? Maybe because the cat walked across the table recently. Okay, we're gonna do the house. Let me do the house in the distance too. When I say in the distance, I mean, I'm not going to make it black, like it's front and center. That's what I mean by that. That's just my way of kind of looking at it. When I use a lighter color, I kind of envision those being a little more in the distance. And if it's really, I've still got some black from testing it earlier, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to set that there. I'm going to use a heat tool and dry this ink really quick. I am an expert at smearing ink, let me tell you. I get my hands in stuff. I have spots, and then I have to use a gem to cover up my boo-boo. I am the master at covering up boo-boos, I can tell you that. I'm going to put my moon right there. I'm just going to make a mask for this top part of the house. That's all I really care about. Protecting. Right? So I'm just going to cut a little bit of this. Like I say, you don't have to really cut this perfectly. But if you cut it, if you did cut it perfectly, like on the line, then when you stamp that image over top of it, there's going to be a gap. And you want everything to look seamless. So that's got some. Okay. There, that's good enough. There we go. Now let me get my moon. Where's my moon? Set that over there. Okay. Get this big bold moon on there. When you're stamping on glossy paper, another thing you have to be aware of is it's slippery. It is slippery, so your rubber stamp, I'm going to take this mask off. You'll see the moon is partially behind part of the haunted house. All right, let me try this. Okay. All right, let's see, what else do we want to play with here? We have ghost. Oh, we've got cute little ghost. They might be flying around the graveyard. Of course, we're going to put Happy Halloween there. So I got to take that into consideration. And let me grab a brown. That one's not got a lot of juice in it. Let me see here. Grab a, let's see what this looks like. I might make it a little bit darker. Just kind of build a little bit of an earth back there. Got a little stuff going on, right? Okay, I'll add some gray to that, something a little bit darker. It's not exactly dark enough, but we'll just play around that. That's just kind of a little, give me an idea of where I'm going to go with all this here. Okay, let's see here. And we want to, got these trees, these scary trees, or they could be, ooh, it could just make a scary border. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm going to use this as a border. Because it kind of looks like hands. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of like little claws. They're kind of like scary hands. All right, we're going to use, definitely going to use black for that. Okay. Make a little border. And I plan to mat this piece on black. So let's do that. Oh yeah, this is going to be cool. So I'm just taking little edges of this tree. Oh, they do look like claw hands. Oh my God, those would look good with in green, like zombie hands. Okay, you see how my mind works, folks? I'm seeing zombie hands on this. So I may not incorporate this tree any other way. I'm just going to use it like this, like a border, a creepy border. And you may want to stamp all this in black. Keep that in mind. You do not have to do it like me. I just thought I'd make a video and just kind of walk you through my mind process here on creating a scenic card. As you know, I made sure this was dry. And this is a water-based marker with archival inks. It won't smear the stamped image. I think I'll leave that cloud white. I'm thinking about how am I going to make these windows look like they're glowing. Let's see here. You know what is really, really fun for windows is gel pens. You can use a white gel pen or yellow, which I think I'll go over this with yellow. I'll just use white right now. Then I'll revisit that after this dries. Since I had some ink in the background, the pink and the blue, and or I shouldn't say pink. It looks pink a little bit, but since I did some of the sky at the beginning, I'm just going to go over that with the white gel pen. We'll let that sit, and I'm going to bring all this to life, and then I'll decide what I want down here. I might want a spooky pumpkin. I'll have to see here. I'm loving these bats. Heck, I might end up putting this Happy Halloween right here. Right here, right here. I'm still thinking about that. Okay. Oh, I'm just wanting to use all these bats and stuff, these ghosts. So I may have to change my mind on where I want to put that Happy Halloween. Let me grab one of my other little blocks. Oh, that one needs washed. Shock. Okay. All right, I wonder if I could stamp this in white, what that would do. Well, let me get a bat up there. I'll be happy about that. That bat right there. I'm using that V-shaped bat. He looks like that. That's a great bat. Okay. Let's put him right there. Okay, great. And because I'm doing this video, I am drawing in between. My stamped images so I don't smear them while we're working on this. Okay, let's see. Let's do. I'll set this over here. I love Halloween. Do you love Halloween? Did you ever go trick-or-treating when you were a kid? Took me to the pumpkin show and dressed me as Casper. I don't know if I was 1 or if I was older than that. I think I had a little Casper the Friendly Ghost outfit and a little orange pumpkin bucket. I've still got that little pumpkin bucket too. Let's just do this. Let's use the tiniest ghost. It's gonna look like that. And I think I'm gonna make it, it's like it's coming out of this house over here. Yeah, I like it there. And I can add white to it when it dries, or I could just leave it like that. It's floating around on a spooky night, right? Okay. And let me see what else we're gonna do here. A spider web. Let's use the spider web. We use the tree in a creative way. Let's use the spider web maybe over here in a corner. Just to kind of add to our little, it kind of mixes in with the hands, with the tree branch, kind of mixes in there. So if you're going to try to do some similar card, maybe you might want to leave the stamped branch pieces out of that corner if you want your spider web to show it more. Or it might not matter, right? Just all fun. I'll put a little bit up here too. Can't really see it too much, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just playing around. All right, so what I want to do here is, let me see if I can find a soft green. I like that green. I think it's a pear, kind of a pear green. I'm going to speed through this portion, but as you can see, I'm just taking my tombow marker. I'm making some distant hills and valleys and coloring it in. And I'm also using my markers to kind of go over some of the rubber stamped images, using a white gel pen to highlight some areas, adding a little RIP on the tombstone, and just kind of tweaking some areas, just playing around. I'm just having fun. There's no magic to it. It's all about having fun and what looks good to you. Okay, this is coming along great. Let me find my gel pen, my yellow gel pen. Do you ever use gel pens or paint pens? This one's bright. This one's perfect. Like there's light in the windows. Okay. There we go. Put some in the doorway too. Okay, this is fun. Let me see how that's coming along. I will definitely want to use the Happy Halloween. Oh, geez. Okay, let me set that here. I think I'll stamp this on regular cardstock here. Oh, this is cool. This is going to be good. And you know how I didn't use the black on everything? How I kind of muted it, used the tan and softer colors, except around the perimeter and the bat. So this is going to pop out also. So this will be nice. This will have a nice look to it. So let me see, how are we going to do that? I may have to trim that a little bit more. Okay, that'll be good. I might trim that just a little bit more on this side. And I'll put some red on that little spider, make it jump out a little bit. All right, let's see if I've got any yellow. Yep, I do. Sometimes there's just enough left on these sponge tips. You don't even need to get your ink back out. That's gonna look cute. I think I'll put a little black around it. I'm sure I've got a scrap piece of black right there. Yep. I have a little scrap pile right off camera here. I'm gonna raise that up off of there too. So let me grab a piece of foam. Cut a little piece of foam off of here. That ought to do it. Okay. Let's see if that'll fit back there without being seen. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, let's glue these together. Do you ever use foam on your cards? You can buy it in rolls. You can buy it in sheets. Okay, we're going to put that right there. Okay. I use it sometimes. I mail a lot of cards. I have a lot of pen pals, about 2 dozen actually. And if they're too thick, they can, you know, cause a little issue with, you know, your card. It costs a little bit more to mail your card. So I try to be cautious of that. All right, let's take a look. Do we need anything else here? We have a bat. We got a little ghost. I didn't use my cat this time. I didn't use the pumpkin. Oh, that pumpkin might look good right there. A nice orange pumpkin. Why don't I stamp that on a separate piece of paper on orange? And, you know, I was thinking about, you know, I told you at the beginning, I was thinking about using these colors. I think what I'll do is trim these down. And let's see, I could look at an orange background. Let's take a look. Maybe I'll not use the, let's take a look at this. And let's take a look at this. You have to let me know if you like videos like this, because I know it'll be a little lengthy, but I thought you might want to see, you know, the thought processes of how a card can come to be. Oh, look at that. Okay, that's a no-brainer right there. I'm not even gonna look at this other card stuff that I thought I might use. I love this card, and I think I could either add another bat and be done right there, or I could put the orange pumpkin right there. Yep, you have to let me know in comments if you like kind of a play-by-play video like this, because I can always make these. That'll be big enough. I can always make long videos, and I can also make short ones too. I can even take a long video and just take out all the talking and put it on high speed and just put like music with it. That might work better for people that are just wanting the general idea and don't want all the extra talking and commentary. That's a really cute pumpkin. Well, I shouldn't say cute. It's a scary pumpkin, right? Okay, let's take a look here. That pumpkin would look good there. There's kind of a white spot up there on top of the sign. Let's take a look here. I think what I'm going to do is just go for it. I'm using the other bat. Okay. Let me try this real quick. Okay. All right, now I just need to put this together and we're done. Put our little pumpkin right there. Oh, we're not quite done. I know what I told you I was going to do. I told you I was going to put a little dark trim around here. A little dark border. So I have some black left on this dauber. So I'm just going to go around and basically frame the card, if you will. A little bit of a frame here. And it just adds another level of interest. It makes the lighter areas that are in the card pop out. And I have learned some things about light and dark and values by watching the Stampscapes channel. If you love scenic stamping, which I do, that's where I love to go. So I was thrilled when this came out because I thought, ooh, my scenic stamping, I can do scenic stamping with this Halloween kit. And it's always going to look different. I mean, talk about a great value, you know, with a pack of stamps, because it's never going to be the same. Well, I guess unless you try to make them the same. But you know what I'm saying. It's all these little parts and pieces. Let me stick this on here and we'll be done. I love it. I think it turned out great. I hope you love it too. I would love to hear what you have to say, your thoughts on this. If you get this kit, I want to see what you do, and I want you to, I'm gonna do one more thing, you know, I can't help myself. I might even add little red gems on that spider. I'll see if I've got some little tiny red gems I can put on that spider body. See, I just never stop, right? Anyway, if you get this kit, I want to see what you do. I want you to post it on the Technique Junkies page. Art Cards with AJ. You can post it on my Art Cards with AJ page. I'd love to see it. I want to see it, okay? I want to see what you do. We can inspire each other, okay? Happy Halloween. Hi, I'm back. I wanted to let you know I ended up using all 12 stamps. The ones that didn't make it to the card made it to the envelope. So have fun decorating your envelopes. You know, it's kind of an extra thrill when you open the mailbox and you find a card in there for you and it's got little stamped images or stickers on it. And if you make any cards using these stamps or any Technique Junkies rubber stamps, please share your beautiful creations on our Technique Junkies fan group page. We love seeing what you make. It not only inspires us, it inspires everybody that's out there looking. So share and inspire. Thank you for joining me on my spooky tutorial. See you next time. Bye-bye.